us have experienced miracles, and all the news tends to cover the negative stuff, but I see miracles all the time. You can have pain one moment, and it can be gone the next. I've seen spines move. I've seen spontaneous healing. And it is a miracle if you view yourself as this body, this meat suit, I like to call it. But if you view yourself as an energy being, the moment you change your energy, the body will change. And it can be that easy. And I wanted to see if we can experience something today. A lot of times here we talk about being beings of light and all the wisdom we share with one another, and it's very beautiful. But I wanted to see if we can experience part of that. And one of the things I ask for, I ask for everything. If they say ask it and it is given, I am like probably one of the biggest askers there is. I'm very persistent. Like my last book, The Formula for Lasting Happiness, for teens, kids, parents, and everyone else. I wasn't planning on writing a book, and I've written other books, but I woke up one morning and I felt like the universe wanted me to write a book, so I wrote a book. And this came out in February. This is, a lot of what I do is in here, and I'm getting really good feedback, and you'll experience some of it today. Like a month or so ago, I woke up while I was awake at like 4:30 in the morning, and I got the inspiration. And this was not on my radar because I've written books before, but I got the inspiration to create my own healing modality. And I'm trained in several ways, but it all kind of blends together at some point. I'm guided. And so I did create that modality. I'm busy rolling it out now. I have a few people testing it. And I'm doing an expo here in Asheville, the Psychic Healing Expo. I think it's June 18th and 19th. I'll be at that, and I'll have a bunch of those ready for that. So
Where's that going to be, Dwayne?
it's by the airport in the W&C Agriculture Center. I'm happy to get y'all information before that.
Yeah.
But the point is, you gotta be in your heart. This is gonna question God, this is gonna question everything, this is, right? This is really what's keeping us where we are in life. All our self-doubts, all our limitations, all our self-judgments, the stories of things that have happened to us. We've all had stuff happen to us. That's why we come, that's how we experience, and that's how we learn, hopefully, eventually. If you're not learning it, then you attract new experiences to remind you that you still have to overcome that and master it. And if you're in a relationship, your partner's gonna press those buttons to help remind you too. And they won't stop until you've gotten it. So I'm gonna guide you all through, I'm gonna read a poem real quick, and then I'm gonna guide you through my way of connecting to the heart. It's very easy. But I was on a huge healing journey the last few years, and I was at a retreat in Vancouver, BC one night, and this poem came to me. And it's about what I've been talking about here. It's called I Embrace. I embrace every single thing that ever happened, for I am finally aware now, at journey's end, how each experience contributed to who I became, forging me like the blacksmith's hammer and flame, like each stroke of a painter's brush on art divine. As I embraced each experience, its power became mine. Each cut from the sculptor's chisel I had identified with. But I see now how each cut was an amazing gift. I realize now that inside I was perfect all along. As I look at the revealed me, unique, beautiful, strong.
Oh my God.
Again, we're all perfect. We've just collected things that are hiding that from us, okay? So one of the first things I do when I get a client or a student or any time before I'm gonna write or talk, really do anything anymore, I try to be here. But I'm gonna guide you all through a quick little way to connect, okay? And the key thing is if you relax your vision, you relax your mind. The ego, the animal, it's focused on survival, food, and sex, okay? So you'll notice when you're looking, usually you're focused on one thing. But if you all can just relax that and expand your vision all the way wide where you're seeing at the sides, and you're seeing everything equally, okay? I call this seeing oneness. You'll notice it's harder to think. I want you to put both hands over your heart space. Keep your vision relaxed and notice your breath. And I want you to find a memory or a thought when you felt love. Could be when you were a child, could be with a partner, could be with a pet or an animal or in nature. And feel that as your vision's relaxed. You'll find it's really hard to think when you stay here. And when I learned how to do this, I'm like, oh my goodness, the heart feels so good. Why would I want to be anywhere else? And with a little practice, you can do this like this, okay? When the mind is busy, just go here. When you're stressing about that relationship or work or whatever, keep coming back here. The mind puts up a fight, like the old gurus and yogis, they talk about getting out of the ego. It's all here in the heart. When you're in the mind, you're basically in the monkey mind, you're the meat suit, okay? When you're in your heart, you are divine. You're connected directly to your soul. This is the intuition, the feeling. It's how I'm guided in life. Everything I do now. So we're going to do a little meditation or visualization, okay? How many of you, let's set an intention. I'll set a general one for the highest good, but we'll release some things. We'll do a little healing today. Does anyone have any aches or pains or anything they want to set an intention for? Okay. Set that. If you have any emotional things or things you've been struggling with, set an intention for that, okay? Now I want you to rank it in intensity on a scale of 1 to 10. Is it pretty strong? Is it an 8? Whatever it is for you, just rate it, okay? And then we'll check back in at the end and see how it is. I want you to invite your guides. Everyone can do this. As we're beings of light. You all have guides and angels assigned to you. You all have a healing guide. So invite your healing guide, the archangels and Jesus and Buddha, some other friends I work with. They all came in early and prepared the space for us today. So this room is full of divine beings to help you today. I want you to imagine you're walking down a dirt path in a beautiful garden. You can feel the warm sun shining on your skin. There's a light, cool breeze. You feel connected to the earth. It just feels so amazing. And Asheville is so beautiful. You can hear the birds singing, the trees high above you. The breeze is rustling the leaves. I want you to take everything that's been on your mind lately. And imagine there's a silver plate hovering in front of you. Put everything that's been on your mind on that plate, whether it's relationships, money, things going on in the world, all these things we can't control, health, anything. Put it all on that silver plate and send it to the universe. Send it up, 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 higher and higher. Watch it until it disappears. I want you to take a deep breath. 2, 3, 4, and release. As you continue your walk down the dirt path in the beautiful garden, you may see some butterflies, you may smell some flowers, just indulging and enjoying this beautiful experience. Eventually, at the end of the dirt path, you come to a flight of stairs leading up. You go up the stairs, you're on a small platform, and you see a door to which you have the only key. You take out the key, unlock the door, turn the knob, open the door, step through, close the door behind you, lock it, and keep your key with you. You turn around and you see your own private island or other safe place, could be in the forest. But you're totally safe here. You ask your protector, guide, or guardian angel to keep you safe. No one is allowed in here unless they're for your highest good. Now I want you to find a nice, safe, and comfortable place to sit down and relax. All your guides and angels are here to help you right now with your intention. I want you to invite an inner child to come forward. It could be as young as a fetus or as old as you now, as you are now. And you may get more than one. Just ask the one that has what you need to see or hear or feel to come forward to help you. And if you don't see one, just fake it or make it. Fake it till you make it. They're definitely there for you. Give them a hug and a kiss. Thank them for coming forward. And I want you to look into their eyes and feel what they feel. As energy beings, emotions are energy. And most of the healing we need to do is simply those old emotions and energies. And we're going to let them go right now. So if you get a particular emotion to release, I want you to say it out loud and let me know, and so other people can hear it. Someone else may have that same emotion to release.
Worry.
Sadness.
Okay. So give yourself permission to let go of the worry and the sadness. Some of us have embarrassment. There's guilt and there's shame. Keep feeling, stay in your heart and feel that love. It is love that heals. You are so loved. And this room is overflowing with love. Some of us experienced or witnessed anger. And abandonment. Does anyone have anything else to share?
Fear.
Perfectionism.
All right.
Loneliness.
Give yourself permission to let go of the fear,
Stark.
the loneliness, the starkness.
Stark.
Stuckness?
Yes.
Okay, the stuckness. Stagnancy. To see that energy floating away from you as you give yourself permission to let it go. As a being of light, you can command energy. I want you to send away all energy that is not yours right now and see it leaving you. And your aura is kind of a gray lights going out of you. want you to call back all of your energy and see it as bright white light coming into you. Our energies often mix in our thoughts and feelings toward one another. Mix. So I just want you to see and feel what's truly yours right now. As children, we tend to blame ourselves, right? Because our parents are so perfect, and everyone else around us is so perfect. I want you to let go of your self-judgment. Have compassion for this little child, for this human in this crazy world. The blame, the self-blame, any labels you may have put on yourself that you're not good at this, you're not good at that. Let them all go. It can be that easy. I want everyone to take one more deep breath and hold it. 2, 3, 4, blow it out. Is there anything else that comes up for anyone to release? Check in with your inner child. Are they smiling, or do they have something else for you? Let me know if there's something else.
Regret.
All right, regret. Give yourself permission to let go of regret.
Need to be heard.
The need to be heard, wanting to be heard. Sometimes we're afraid to be seen and heard. Feel neglected, unloved. I had experiences young in life where I felt very unwanted and unloved. Let all that go. If you could only imagine and feel how much God loves you and how much all the Spirit loves you. Allow that in. And we do attach to these labels, and we are so hard on ourselves. I want you to forgive yourself for everything you ever did or didn't do. I forgive myself completely and unconditionally for everything I ever did or didn't do. I embrace the experience, I embrace the lesson, and I let everything else go now. I let all that energy just fall away. I completely and unconditionally forgive myself. Is everyone's inner child good now, or is there something else?
Okay.
All right. I want you to give them a hug and a kiss. Big hug. Thank them for coming forward to help you today. Let's thank all our guides, the angels, the archangels. You are so loved, each and every one of you, to the depths of your soul. You are so loved. Tell everyone thank you, and then I want you to find your way back to the door that you came in at. Take out your key, unlock the door, turn the knob, open the door, step through, close the door behind you, and you go down the stairs and you're back on the dirt path in the beautiful, peaceful garden. I want you to feel feel the earth beneath your feet. I want you to imagine roots going down. You can connect with the tree. Just want you to reground. Come back. When you're ready, you can start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Open your eyes. And come back to amazing, beautiful Asheville. Those intentions you set and where you rated your thing you were working on, your symptoms or whatever, symptoms or emotions, are those all better now?
Yeah.
Yes. Is there anyone that still has, didn't get as much as they wanted? Are all good?
All good, really good.
Okay. Does anyone want to share anything? Pilar?
It is my belief and somewhat of a memory that I was pretty severely, there was severe aggression on me when I was maybe 4.
Can everyone hear?
No?
No. You wanna speak to the group? Are you comfortable? Sure.
Okay. Thank God this is not a nude camp because. So, there were dramas going on in Cuba, because I was born in 52, and 56 there was a hit. 58 was the beginning of the end that hasn't ended yet. And so I not only sensed angst and fear in the adults. I'm the youngest of 5 girls, so everybody was older than me. But I also felt that there was a disconnect from me, from them with me. So I was alone a lot, I played with myself, I had an imagination and all that. But I know that there was a pretty horrendous thing that happened to me, I believe when I was 4. And that has somewhat manifested as time went by in little flashes and little images. I actually went through neurofeedback, and that was a psychologist that did that, and I talked to her about this. I said, listen, this is major, and I know this much more now. And so when I looked at the little girl, I tried to look a little bit past the 4, so that if something, it would show or it come up. She would show me in her eyes, and sure enough, everything I felt back then, she was looking at me with that. And when he said to look again and see if there's anything left, there was. And well, I'm just glad that I was able, you're very easy to follow the way you, and so I did everything, as you said, rare for me, okay? But I did, and I saw the change in her. In fact, at one point, she kind of like turned around and walked away like, okay, it's all good now. And I feel a big lift. And it's got nothing to do with forgiveness, because a long time ago I forgave that. But I also have learned with time that sometimes forgiveness can become a little bit of an ego thing, where I forgive you. You are the horrendous being, and I'm like crystal clear here, and I forgive you. No. Sometimes it's better not to even have to forgive. If you don't get in a place where you need to forgive something, just let it be immediate, that it doesn't come to that. So I just feel great.
All right, thank you for sharing.
Great.
I don't know how we are on time, Are we good?
There's no such thing. And space, it's just about gone too.
I hope so. Does anyone else want to share anything? There's no pressure either way. All right, does anyone have any questions? Okay. So I guess I invite you to contemplate, like, we aren't perfection, and where we're not, we're limiting ourselves. We're holding on to something, or we're labeling ourselves in a certain way. We have subconscious programs that we form that are affecting everything we perceive. But that you have the power to do that to yourself, it means you have the power to let that all go. This is how powerful we are. So I thank you very much for your time today and allowing me to serve you.